from the principal said, it's not a matter. It's not a matter. It's not a matter.
So, Tiffy,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
No problem.
We know you've been giving us amazing content.
Okay.
Let's stop.
Yeah.
Women are still waiting for the more Ebano building exercises.
Tomorrow I'm going to bring Amy. I'm going to concentrate on the
That's
Ebano.
next week's Sunday.
Yes,
Thank
of
you.
God.
So tell us, where can we find you on social media?
On social media, you find me. Just check No Yama Yama. You find me there. On Facebook, you find me there. But there's something coming. Just watch. I will drop there and Lambert. You can find me if you want to call one with me. From Chef to Onyadua Estate in Savo or Yadua. You're going to No Yama Yama. They'll just tell you where to get No Yama Yama.
Wow, thank you so much.
Amazing.
Thank
Oh,
you.
no, this is not the matter. Keep watching the sound. The show.
Okay, we'll take a short break now. When we come back, straight up. Thank you.
Second street, no complete. This is a bit on 100. Money to me, man, it's hard to pay. Finoni highway. Here is the highway. Money to me, man, it's hard to pay. Finoni highway. Here is the highway. Omaka highway. Shalom na highway. Owam na highway. Today on the highway.
Yeah, a lovely afternoon out there to you. As I welcome you to the Sunday Show Sports segment, I'm Stanley Clifford, and we're good to go. We start with the Super Falcons. Well, after the FIFA Female World Cup hosted by Australia and New Zealand, after the Super Falcons superlative performance, the new FIFA ranking is out, and behold, Nigeria Super Falcons is placed 32nd in the world and first in Africa. The number one team in the old world when it comes to female football right now is Sweden, followed by Spain, USA, England. France is occupied 30, that have Poland 31, Argentina 32, Super Falcons. And we say kudos for your job and hope that the Super Falcons will sooner or later be at the first 10 team in the old world. Away from the Super Falcons, let's move to continental football. Over the weekend, Bendel Insurance of Edo State played its CAF Confederation Cup with ASO Chief of Algeria, and played its CAF Confederation Cup with ASO Chief of Algeria, and the game ended 1-0 in favor of. Earlier on, Bendel Insurance defeated at the Ogbe Stadium the ASO Chief 1-0, and the tie ended 1-0 in Oja, which warranted a penalty, and Bendel Insurance triumphs 4-3. And Godwin Obafemi, who also wished them well, sent them up to the airport was on ground to welcome them back to Edo State by giving them Ali Benghazi in Tripoli. Last 2 weeks are back at home to play, to see if they can move on to the next stage of the CAF Champions League. Enyimba is playing at Aba Township Stadium, while Remo Star is playing Medema. Medema is a team from Ghana. Remo Stars lost the first leg 0-1, and we believe today at the Kenneth Township Stadium, Remo Star will overturn the table to see themselves moving to the next stage of the CAF Champions League. Other matches in the CAF Champions League is Access versus Carton Sports, AS Vita Club versus Penora Augusta, Enyimba versus Ali Benghazi, Remo versus Medema. And from the Sunday Show Sport crew, we wish Enyimba and Remo Star a victory ahead later in the day. Yeah, let's move to the European football. Yesterday, matches were played across Europe: England, Spain, Italy, Belgium, Holland. But we won't take all the matches. We'll take the one from England, Spain, and Italy. In England, on Friday, Chelsea, after a 3-1 loss to West Ham last week, came back into the winning ways with a 3-0 defeat of Luton Town. And we saw Raheem Sterling out on fire, 2 goals. Yesterday, at the Old Trafford, Taiwo Adeyemi with his Nottingham Forest started with a bright start, 2-0 first half. Under 2 minutes, Awoni scored, but they couldn't sustain the match as they lost 3-2 to Manchester United. Everton, that started on a wrong footing, 2 matches, 2 losses, and the third match yesterday was a loss. They lost at the home ground of Everton, 0-1 to Wolves. And Burnley is playing today against Aston Villa. Later in the day, we will also see Chelsea against Man City, and the top match of the day will be Liverpool versus Newcastle versus Liverpool, because Liverpool is traveling to St. James's Park to meet Newcastle, and Newcastle we know is hot this very season, and we know what is going to happen. It's going to be a thriller of goals between Newcastle and Everton. Newcastle and Liverpool, I mean. In Spain, we saw what happened on Friday. Celta Vigo against Real Madrid. The new boy on the block, Jude Bellingham, after 3 matches, he has scored 4 goals, meaning that in Europe this season, there will be thrillers of goals. Jude Bellingham moved from Dortmund to Real Madrid, and first 3 matches, 4 goals and 1 assist. What a good record to start with. Other matches that were played on Friday in Spain was Las Palmas playing a 0-0 draw. Sevilla lost at home yesterday to Girona, 2-1, and that makes a 3 loss for Sevilla. 3 matches, 3 losses. Today in Spain, almighty Barcelona will visit the Yellow Submarine, Villarreal, for a match, and that match is going to be the talk of the town. While in Italy, we have today's match: Victor Osimhen, Napoli versus Osasuna, Napoli versus Sassuolo, and this is what time permits us for today. Till we come on your way again next week, from my end, I say have a lovely day, and don't forget, if you are in Aba or in Ikenne, don't forget to go and cheer up Enyimba and Remo Star. On this note, I hand over to Gabriela.
Amazing. Thank you so very much, Mr. Stanley. So I want to ask, how well is the Nigerian football organization or association treating our local football team?
For now, it's based on the club level. At least there's no player in the Nigerian Professional Football League today whose salary is less than 100,000 naira.
Okay.
Of which some civil servants are not getting that. So Nigerian football is improving.
is improving. Amazing. I'm just so very much happy to hear that, because I watched a bit of the match yesterday. I think the match against Nottingham. And then I know that's where I know more than they're winning. When I saw the results, I was like, yeah, our boys are doing well.
Even in upcoming, and the season have started 3 goals.
Yeah, you're still tuned into the Sunday Show on NTA Lagos Channel 10. During the course of the week, the Oba People's Congress had their festival, the Oloku Olofa Festival. And as usual, your darling Sunday Show was there to take record of the moment. Stay with us as we bring you clips of the video.
It is a common belief among the Yoruba traditional worshippers that Olokun, referred to as the sea goddess of wealth, has the ability to bestow wealth on her followers and bring prosperity to her host community. To celebrate this highly honored and revered goddess, members of the Oodua Congress New Era, headed by Chief Razak Arogundade, held its Olokun Olosa Festival at Debojo Beach, Ibejuleki in Lagos State. Traditional monarchs, various chapters of Oodua Congress New Era, nationwide and traditional worshippers, dressed in immaculate white apparels, graced the occasion to pay homage to the goddess of wealth, Olokun.
I declare that the great things will be witnessed in Debojo, our host community, over the next 12 months. The petition were based on the promise of Olokun Sheriade after we had concluded process of worshipping and appeasing the sea deity.
Customs and tradition of the people and land need to be preserved to prevent it from going into extinction.
So this is the time for us to wake up. This is the time for us for spiritual awakening, to know that what we have is cherish.
The celebration of Olokun Olosa Festival featured scintillating performance by live band musicians, presentation of gifts to the President's Oodua Congress New Era, and recognition of award recipients for their unwavering support to the organization. The annual Olokun Olosa Festival celebration is promoted by Oodua Festival Initiative (OFI) under the leadership of the President's Oodua Congress New Era, Chief Razak Arogundade.
Welcome back to the Sunday Show on NTA Lagos Channel 10. Right here with me in the studio, I have a young man, and he's one of a kind. He is the first disabled comedian to perform at the AY live show. He goes by the full name Dada Samuel Femi, and his nickname is Sammy Cole. Sammy is a content creator and a skit maker, and he has tens of thousands of views of his content on Instagram and on TikTok. Ladies and gentlemen, please receive with me Sammy Cole. Yeah, it's good to have you. Welcome to the Sunday Show. So, in your bio, you said you studied special education of intellectually disabled persons at the Federal College of Education for you. Okay. So, I mean, that's very profound. How?
As time goes on, I could, because it has not been easy. Going for lectures, waking up early in the morning, going for lectures, and doing assignments. It has not been easy, but waking up early in the morning, going for lectures, and doing assignments. I love watching skits.
Okay.
So the one I just say, what a skit maker.
Okay.
Because then as time goes on, I also join stand-up comedy. So that's it.
Okay. And how has
it inspires me a lot.
Okay, it inspires you a lot. Okay.
So, until I discovered that people around me to think I'm something, then on to comment. Then it worked.
So your content, the first time you started.
The first time to do your response. Only I don't listen to people. I do my thing like this. Then the experience I had sacrifice of data, no posting of Instagram and
Yes, it's data consuming.
I sacrifice a lot for comedy, so data, time, and I can just bring up an idea, then I just post it online.
That's amazing. So we're talking about work. Besides comedy, what else do you do?
Actually, I am a quality assurance internship company.
Okay.
Working in a tech company.
Okay.
So the name of the company is Serious HR.
Okay.
That's Ikeja.
Okay.
I work by side at Ikeja, so that is it. Then I am also graphic designer. I do graphics. I love graphics so much.
Okay.
I love graphics so much. Then also I know about Microsoft Word and other things. Then I am also a teacher by profession.
Okay, yeah.
When you hear education course,
yes,
you will know like the teacher involved. Okay. So I'm also a teacher. Even before I joined the internship program,
yes,
I was teaching in one special school.
Okay.
It's called the vocational center. So it's called Yanowa Care Foundation. It's a foundation whereby we cater for people with special needs.
Okay.
So it's just a vocational center whereby people learn vocational skills like like so I'm not in the computer aspect
of it. Okay.
The computer aspect and speech. So therapist. It's amalgamate with special education stuff.
Okay. So oh, that's amazing. So, what is your most memorable moment in your journey of content creation and comedy?
You already
I don't want to have to say it, so don't say I already know.
The memorable moment is when I perform at EYL show.
Wow.
Because even thanks to Osita Popcorn on Instagram, he came to my house and interviewed me that what is my wish. So I just answered him that my wish to become the first cerebral person to perform at EYL show. They were like, comedian, like this, comedian. Then he posted it by faith.
Okay.
By faith that good. Well, you should just try it, whether it will work out. Then in the comment section they were like, anyway, it's a big show that you will not allow this kind of a person to perform at I just overlook the comment.
Now your faith is very strong.
So there's many types of discrimination comment. And like what I replied in the comment section that they should make me available at the show. People that were commenting negative they change their ways. They don't believe that EY will all attention to this thing. He's a very busy man.
Yeah.
I thank God,
so how
all attention to this thing. He's a very busy man.
Yeah. And how did that affect your career? What impact did it have?
Like people respect me a lot because I don't show people my plan. I just show them, you understand? Many of them don't know that I am a comedian. I just show them like this. I just show them.
That's truly inspiring. So how would you say that how supportive would you say that the Nigerian entertainment sector has been to disabled artists?
This is the first disabled one as a comedian. I don't really know, Sha. But this is to enter an entertainment industry is not easy. You need connection. You need connection. You need connection because as a disability, people will discriminate sometimes. Like you cannot come to this show, you understand? But there are some times that if I make inquiry for shoes, they'll be like the place has been filled. Then I'll be like, well, then in life start from YouTube. Then I started attending comedy clubs, like giving them my talent stuff. Then like that, and just coping, Sha. Like by the grace of God, I will enter into the entertainment industry
fully and more in the bigger way. That's very amazing. But before we call it a day, it's been really wonderful having you on set. I'm very excited. But then, tell us, just say something to somebody out there watching you who's with a disability and the person inside them. Like you said, it was in you that comedy was always there. There's somebody out there with a disability, but they are not able to bring it out yet. I want you to say something encouraging to them, something that would make them say, I watched Sammy Cole and that was what spurred me on to bring up my life.
I'll just say to people with disability, don't give up. You can also do what it. The people that are living without disability, they don't have 5 eggs. You get, so you can also do what it. Don't give up on your dreams. Always have it at the back of your mindset that yes, I can do this thing. I can do that.
Okay, so when we join the network news now, we'll come back to Sammy Cole. Thank you.
International, I am Comfort Amadu. The federal government of Nigeria has refuted the fake news making the rounds on some social media platforms that Nigeria's ambassador to the Republic of Niger, Mohammed Usman, has been expelled from the country. The statement by the spokesperson, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, urges the public to disregard such news. And the statement added that the federal government warns against any fake news that can jeopardize its effort to bring about peace in Niger Republic. Zimbabwe's President Emmerson Mnangagwa has won a second term in office. Elections officials have declared, but the opposition has rejected the result of a vote that international observers said fell short of democratic standards. The president won 52.6% of the ballots against 44% for the main challenger Nelson Chamisa. 45, according to official results announced by the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, ZEC, and presidential results were welcomed by the celebratory cheers of a few ruling party supporters at the news conference venue. The president, in his acceptance speech, said he's humbled by the trust and confidence his people have reposed in him, again pledging to do his best for his people. International observers say the election fell short of democratic standards and the opposition has rejected the results. Shelling has killed one child and wounded at least 2 other people in the Asian Malian city of Timbuktu. A local official and a hospital source have confirmed. Now, armed terrorist groups targeted the town of Timbuktu with a shell that fell near the market, near the Malian Solidarity Bank, said an army spokesman. 4 civilians were taken to hospital. A local elected official said 2 shells launched by terrorists crashed in the city center of Timbuktu and killed an 11-year-old girl. One of those wounded was a 4-year-old girl, and the official said an Islamist fighter had held the city under blockade for several days. A West African country which has seen 3 coups in a decade is ruled by a military junta that has pressed for the UN's MINUSMA mission to leave. Now, the United Kingdom of Atlantics, UKA, is opening its doors to investors around the world. And the first phase of this investment and citizenship drive was held in Abuja, where the leadership of the island nation interacted with potential investors. The United Kingdom of Atlantics is a collection of 10 Atlantic islands in the Atlantica that came together to form one monarchical democracy. It evolved from the history of the old Atlantics destroyed by the sea thousands of years ago. A new Atlantic, now striving in a peaceful and prosperous nation, is asking people around the world to be part of the history with investment opportunities in sectors like real estate, transportation, education, power and agriculture. The UKA government, which has already established diplomatic ties with many countries, is also offering 5M citizenship drive to open that is open to persons of all races. And those are some of the top stories on the hour. Thanks for watching. I'm Comfort. I'm Audrey.
People, welcome back to the Sunday show on NT Lagos Channel 10. And we've been talking with Sammy Cole, the first disabled comedian to perform at an AOI live show. And just before we took on the network news, Sammy was giving a word of encouragement to other persons with disabilities out there. So over to you, Sammy.
Yes, I actually, the disability people should not, as I said earlier, people with disability should not give up on their dreams, that they should not give up, that disability people can also do all things. They can also do all things, that even if you cannot do without discrimination or do, but just focus on your dreams. Then by God's grace, God will make it up to you.
Okay. So what do you have in the pipeline? What should your fans expect? Yeah.
You expect the best of me.
Yes. So it's like, are you working on any new content? Are you working on?
I'm working on a new content. I'm currently in a competition.
Okay.
The new Lucas Stars. The name of the competition. I'm currently developing content every 3 days.
Okay. Okay. So you know what, Sammy? It's been very amazing having you here in the studio. I'm more than excited because this is like the first time for me seeing a comedian with a disability. So before we call it a day, based on popular demand, could you do something for us in the next 1-2 minutes?
Okay.
Just crackle up a bit.
Today, this entertainment industry is this Yoruba film industry is amazing me a lot. For example, a ghost died in the Yoruba film. Then the ghost just appeared in a white shirt. How did they know that the ghost used to wear white? Actually, who is the tailor of it? Who sold the clothes? Just tell me, who sold the clothes? So the second joke is that actually when I was in school, a pastor called me that. See, he said that you don't want it to be eaten Holy Communion, but the way that you see it, they don't say it suit me say Jesus died. See, the way I used to eat it, I suit me say Jesus died. Then the third joke is that there was one time we were dancing, I was dancing and I'm a piano.
Okay.
You get, I was dancing, then I won't come. Oh, this condition will be under the marriage. Every time I turn I'm a very down,
You cannot see your country.
Thank you so much, Samiko. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been with Dada Samuel Femi. He is a teacher, a content creator, and a quality control personnel, and also the first disabled comedian to perform at an AY live show. And it's been very amazing having you on set with us. You can find him on Instagram at ITZ_Sammy MY _ Cole. ITZ_SAMMY _COLE on Instagram. And on TikTok, we can find you at
Samiko972.
Samiko972. Thank you so much for cracking us up and for coming and joining us this afternoon. So, moving on, we would be taking a quick break, and when we'll come back, we will have the Peace Corps Commandant with us on set.
Malt tonic is enriched with vitamins and minerals for that rush of vitality you need to reach greatness.
It's Malt tonic time.
How market? My country people, how market? How market now on our Monday program to showcase now different markets where book for markets all over Lagos, whether na clothes, home appliances, electronics, provisions, food stuff, and any type of goods you will find. Ma'am, how market na the show for now? You go fit know where them they sell them and how much them they sell them. And if you be market seller and you be find program to showcase your products, goods and services, now how market be the show for you all? Join us every Wednesday by 7:30 p.m. on the Obonge Station for Excellence, NTA Lagos Channel 10. For more inquiries, make una call.
Welcome back to the Sunday Show on NTA Lagos Channel 10. And I have here with me in the studio the Lagos State Commandant of the Peace Corps of Nigeria. And he is none other than Patriot Dr. Kuforiji Olarewaju Williams. Drum roll. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for joining us.
The pleasure is mine.
Okay, so we will be talking about the Peace Corps and nation building. Okay. So last week, Monday, 21st of August, was the International Day of Remembrance and tribute to victims of terrorism, and there was no other day than that could be a good reminder of the value of peace and maintaining peace in society. So the work you do in Lagos, what impact have you witnessed so far?
Okay, thank you for having me on the show.
Okay.
We've been able to curtail the youth by reorientating them and by retraining them and by making sure that they are part of the neighborhood watch and of course nation building. That's what we've been able to do precisely in Lagos.
Okay. So I want to ask, how do you measure progress? How do you measure your progress? What's your KPIs you use to measure the impact of your work?
Okay. In our organization, we've been able to measure our progress by what happened within our communities.
Okay.
You know, before now, we used to have hoodlums here and there.
Yeah.
But because of our involvement, we've been able to curtail that at least to the barest minimum.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's say in communities like Mushin and this kind of areas where we know that they are hot, they are usually hot.
Of agberos, hoodlums, and all of that.
Okay, so how do you operate in areas like that? So I know some areas would not give you as much stress
Exactly.
as some areas would.
In areas like that, we partners with some other sisters agencies.
Okay, can we
like the police,
okay,
the Man of War. We also have CONISA, that's a coalition of Nigerian youth on security and safety.
Okay.
So these are the way that we work together, and we've been able to curtail their menace. Sometimes we associate ourselves with them.
Okay.
We go deep down into them, to be able to get information.
Okay.
Going into their midst with uniform is a kind of exactly.
Yes.
But for us to get them to actually know where they are, we have to behave like them.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. So, what led you into becoming a Peace Corps commander? Like, share that journey with us briefly.
Well, like in my family, I'm known to be the only peaceful person.
Okay.
And peace starts from our homes. If there is no peace in my home, I won't be here today.
Yeah.
So, and that transcends into the society at large. So then, in Nigeria today, looking at what is happening, everybody have to be part of what we call peace. Because the insecurity we are talking about today, if we have to curtail it, if we have to eradicate it, we must be peaceful by all means.
Okay.
To enjoy what God has given to us.
Definitely.
As a nation.
Definitely. Okay, so since you've been a commandant, can you share with us one of your most challenging moments?
That's not been easy though, and uneasy lies the head that wears the crown.
Yeah.
Well, that's not been easy, but just like the first question you asked me, that how do we, curb this tout, the hoodlums, and all of that. It has really not been easy, most especially in the tertiary institution, because we are in secondary school and in universities.
Okay.
During the riots, we have to pull our uniform. When hoodlum sees you on uniform, you are the first target.
Okay.
So we'll pull our uniform and we'll be part of them. And when we are part of them, we are, targeting, we are picking those who will go back to pick up after.
Okay.
Do you understand? So those are the only thing that I think has been, the kind of challenge to me.
Have there been times where you felt like, I don't want to do this anymore?
Yes, there have never been times.
Wow. That's some strong passion you have.
Yes, it has been part of me and it's still part of me.
Even in the face of danger?
Honestly.
Wow. That's amazing. I feel like I want to take this question more personal, but should I not? Okay, so your family, your wife, you have a wife, yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Yes. How do they cope knowing that? I mean, having to stay or be at the forefront of people trying to curb menace in society, it's not a joke. Have they experienced threats and things like that? And how do they take it? Your family have to take it?
Well, not really, in the sense that, like I said earlier, peace starts from you as a person.
Okay.
If you as a person, you are not at peace with yourself, there is no way people around you can be peaceful.
Okay.
Do you understand? Yeah. For my wife, sometimes she gets scared, but because I have passion and I am focused and I am determined to make sure that at least in my own little way I contribute to the community, to the society, and to the nation at large. So she has been able to love what I love.
Wow. Okay. So, you made mention about secondary schools and universities, and it's becoming an increasing idea that cultism is the in thing amongst young people. I won't say young men. I mean, there are some females who partake of it too.
Many.
Young people, yes. So what strategies are you guys putting in place? So is it just that you are acting to curb riots? Do you have a department or a unit or a program that has a way of, how do I put it, of getting young people to come out of cultism? Do you have anything like that?
Yes, we do.
Okay, please tell us about it.
First of all, we start by initiating what we call Peace Club in secondary schools.
Okay.
What we do basically is to get them young, to inculcate into them the act of peace building and nation building into them. We let them see the reason why they have to be a patriots, even at their tender age, before venturing into the higher institution. Well, it is what you inculcate into them while they are in secondary school that they will take into the university.
Yeah.
So when we are able to get them young, we let them know that if there is no peace, their talents, their skills will not be. That will be at the back of their mind. That, oh, this thing that I have taken up, if I do anything otherwise, I will be the first victim of it. So they will be conscious of going into cult. Culties and all of that, it's not a big deal to us. Now, we have programs that we do that will initiate, that will bring them out, letting them know that with the partnership of United Nations, because Peace Corps of Nigeria today have a consultative seat with the United Nations and the African Union. So we have partnership with them, and they are also helping us in making sure that our tertiary institution is free of cultism.
Okay. Now, when I was in junior secondary school, we had a peace club. Some persons came in. I can't exactly remember the body they were from, but now that you're talking about it, I am tempted to think it's the same body. But my school was in Delta. So they came in, they set up a peace club amongst us.
Okay.
I was part of the peace club officials. And that did not stay beyond one session. Yes. It just fizzled out. That was it. That was all. But in the one session while it was in existence, it was lively. We had our weekly meetings, activities, sessions, seminars, and it was really, really amazing. It was beautiful.
Just like an extracurriculum
activity, yes, and it was impactful. But after that one session, it was not continued. And you say you're in a 36th state.
Yes.
Please, how do you ensure that there is consistency in your secondary schools and in your universities? How are you sure that the volunteers you send, they're actually doing what they're doing and there's consistency?
Yeah, we're trying our best. And, you know, there's limit to every trial. In as much as we have our volunteers in secondary school, remember, we are still under an NGO. We don't have any government subvention. We don't have funds. What we are today, we are self-funded. And as such, for that, we are trying our best to make sure that the secondary school, the tertiary institution are free of crime and cultism.
Yeah.
You know, so for that to be, how do I put it, to continue, that is continuity. The school authority themselves need to partner. They need to go into partnership with us. You know, a tree can never make a forest.
Yeah.
In a situation whereby you go to a school and you are not welcome, you can't function effectively.
Yes, definitely.
So there has to be a synergy between the school and the Peace Corps organization.
Okay, that's very amazing. So I would like you to tell us one project. I know you have many of them, but just tell us one project that gave you so much joy because it came to fruition, a project you completed and you have success stories from it. Just share one with us.
Okay, I think one of the last projects we did, though it's still ongoing, is this urban farming under the SDG, Sustainable Developmental Goal under United Nations.
Yeah.
You know, we Gone are those days that you need to travel miles, kilometers to farm. These days, you can actually go inside your house. As we are seated here, you can farm. You have buckets, you have some things, you just put sand, water, and all of that. You can grow pepper, you can grow little things that we use on a daily basis. You know, when you talk about urban farming, you talk about things that you can actually do in your frontage, in your backyard, and at the end of the day, when you harvest them, you will see that, yes, you have actually farmed. So I think that gave me joy.
Okay. Speaking of farming and peace,
yes,
it's no news today, it's not a secret that herdsmen disturb farmers in a lot of states. I will not say all the states in Nigeria, for the benefit of the doubt, let me say a lot of states in Nigeria. Please, what are you guys doing about it?
Like I said, I wouldn't like to mention some things here.
Okay.
But you know, our bill for an act to establish the Nigerian Peace Corps bill is at the Senate as we speak. On the need to be peaceful to before I can make peace with an Hausa man. I do not need to be an Ibibio or a Calabar. In as much as we are one Nigeria, we need to live together. We need to coexist. We need to come together. It's no longer tomorrow. It's